Percy and Edward work very hard in the yard, but there is too much work for just 2 engines, and it is very hard to keep up the work. The yard started to get behind, so Sir Topham Hatt had to come to check.
Why are you all so behind in the yard work?
Sir Topham Hatt, we need another engine here,
said Percy. Okay, I will bring Paxton the diesel engine here. Paxton's a good engine, said Edward.
Paxton was a very hard-working diesel, and it seemed as though the work would get done right on time.
Well done, Paxton, cried Edward. Thank you, said Paxton. It's much easier when you work with 3 engines in the yard. Yes, it is, replied Edward. However, I'm sorry to say that Paxton would have to leave to go back to the diesel work for only 1 day, and Percy and Edward were once again behind schedule.
Sir Topham Hatt, Paxton for a day was great and all, but I think we need an engine to stay all the time and help us with our work,
Percy said. I know, Percy. That's why I will be visiting the train shed today, and I will be picking up a new engine. I do not know who, but I will be picking up a new one to help you work in the yard. Oh, thank you, sir, said Edward. That would be very wonderful. Sir Topham Hatt set off in his boat in search for the mainland to go to the engine shed. I hope that I can find the perfect engine there. After much searching, Sir Topham Hatt came across a very nice engine. What is your name, nice engine?
Will, sir.
Oh, then, will you work hard for me if you come to the island of Sodor?
Yes, I've heard of that place. I'll be very hard.
Fantastic. All right, Will, let's get on to the island of Sodor. When Sir Topham Hatt and Will got back to the island of Sodor, he introduced Edward and Percy to Will. Will, this is Edward and Percy. Edward and Percy, this is Will. I hope that you treat him nicely, Edward and Percy.
Don't worry, Edward and Percy. You'll get some help. I'm a very hard worker.
Sounds great, said Edward. Glad to have you aboard, Will. Will, Edward, and Percy all worked very happily and very hard together in the yard. Eventually, Percy introduced Thomas to Will, and the 3 of them became very good friends. Thomas will greet Will and Percy every time he passes the yard, and I'm happy to say that the work at the yard is much faster now with 3 engines.